knock them unconscious in different ways, and then they slit their throat to drain the blood out of them.
Yeah,
so
after they don't feel pain.
But it's murder, right?
No.
Yes.
Even this kid knows the right answer. Anyways, gentlemen, welcome back. I hope that you're having a terrific day. We're back at it again with The Witcher, and I've got more crazy stories to share to you from the internet. While you're just joining me, I would appreciate if you left a like on this video, assuming you've watched another one of my videos before and you vibe with me. Subscribe if you haven't already, as that's super important, and hit the notification bell if you want to keep on getting content from me. But yeah, for those short on time, I was watching Sensitive Society's content recently, shout out to you, amigo, and he featured a clip of this socially unaware vegan woman, as you could see, being half naked in body paint in front of school-age children, debating them on her vegan views. And to spoil it for you, one of these chads eats a McChicken right in front of her. We're gonna go over what her crappy takes on animal protective rights are. Like, she's saying that animals are individuals and should be protected as so. Like, what? I think this woman should be arrested for public indecency, but, you know, women are allowed to protest like this, of course, as always, but either way, let's jump right back into it.
Taking someone's life is murder, wouldn't you agree? Wait, just a moment. You think cows, pigs, chickens are an object? They're not someone.
I never said they were an object.
Well, you just said
they're
some
an animal. I never said they were someone.
You said they're not someone, they're something.
As a human, something.
No, someone is any individual, whether it be a dog, a human, a cow, a chicken, or a pig.
Oh my god, look at his face. He's just like, can you leave me alone already? And he's just so uncomfortable not staring at her because, like, look at how she's dressed. I get from the camera angle you can't see, but, I mean, I think you can put two and two together. She's half naked, wearing just body paint, and the blood around her neck is just so disturbing. Just to prove a point. Unbelievable.
They all have a brain, they're all people.
Yeah, they're not people though.
She just called animals people. Oh man.
Yeah, they are.
A people is a Homo sapien, a person.
It can be, no, a person is any individual that is sentient.
That's not.
They all, do you have any pet dogs or cats?
I do.
So would you call them something or someone?
Yeah, it's a pet. Is that not what it is?
Do you agree they have a unique personality? Do you agree that they want to live?
I mean, some of them.
If I bolt gun them in the head, would you say that's not murder?
I mean, it depends why you're doing that.
Unnecessarily, taking their life unnecessarily, or maybe to eat their bodies.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, there we go. At least she's cognizant enough to know that it's to feed us. Like, a majority of the people of the world don't have her choice of view and her very privileged way of eating food, and must end the lives of animals to get our sustenance. Oh boy.
Your dog was really sick, would you put it down?
It depends if that's the best decision, but we're not really talking about sick animals. We're talking about baby animals being forced into slaughterhouses to be murdered.
They're not forced, they're raised. Well, they are forced, but by raised.
Yeah, so they're forcibly bred into existence, and then they're forced into their murder.
They are. To be bred to eat. It's not like we're just picking a random cow and killing it.
But does that, just because that's their...
There we go. This little guy just completely dismantled her. Oh, it's murder in less than 2 minutes. Wow.
Purpose that we've put upon them, that we've forced upon them, does that justify murder?
Do you not force upon dogs to be pets as well? Do you have a dog? Do you have a pet dog?
Yes, I have a companion dog.
Which dog? What kind of dog?
He's a Jack Russell.
How much did you pay for that?
I don't know, he's been in my family for 10 years, but I don't agree with breeding animals into existence.
So why did you?
So I wasn't vegan at that point in time. As a vegan, I would never pay for someone by a breeder or anything. I would rescue animals at shelters because lots of animals are murdered in shelters, but I would never pay for an animal because I believe they're not commodities.
Yeah, that's the thing though. How are they brought into the world again if they're not bred? I understand. We definitely have a crisis, especially here in North America, of people that are overbreeding animals, and a lot of them are filling up pet shelters. And you know, that's a good choice to make. If anybody's out here looking to purchase an animal, definitely try to go to a pet shelter first. But then again, it's a complete choice. If you want a purebred German Shepherd, for example, definitely go with a breeder that knows what they're doing and has that pedigree. The likelihood of you finding it at a pet shelter is not there. It's another choice. Yeah.
Pardon?
A Converse vegan?
I believe they are, but these aren't Converse, they're Ganda.
And is that?
So anyway, back to the start where you said, can you stop, why do you bother people? My question is, why do you pay people to abuse and murder animals?
I don't pay people to do it. I supply and demand.
Exactly, it is about supply and demand.
Why would I pay people? I pay my teachers. We pay teachers so we can educate ourselves, right?
Exactly. So when you consume animal,
millions of Australians.
But when you consume animal flesh and secretions, you can't say that you're not directly paying for their abuse and murder.
I'm not paying for their abuse. I'm paying for people to work and have money.
You're paying people to abuse and murder them.
Do you work?
I'm an animal rights activist, so that's just all I do.
So if there was no animals, right? Then what are you going to do?
What do you mean, no animals?
If everyone was vegan, everyone treated animals. What's your job then?
Probably have an animal sanctuary where I'd live happily with animals.
All the other animals activists would have the same jobs.
I'm not too sure. I can't really speak upon them, but all animal rights activists have different jobs. Some of them may be doctors, nurses.
Man, she is just so freaking programmed that the only line of thought she has are the ones and the questions that she had of her own. When this little guy starts flipping the script on her, she doesn't know what to damn say. And that's just so hilarious. Don't approach people on the street if you can't calmly debate them. Like, he was starting to take her on there and going back into her own questions because, you know, I don't really know if Converse are vegan or not. I don't know what that material is at the bottom. Maybe it's plastic, maybe it's leather, for all I freaking know. But it's not really something that I consciously care about, for example. But either way, I don't want this video to go on too long. This was absolutely hilarious watching a animal rights activist, probably twice the age of this young guy, get calmly dismantled by this young gentleman. Yeah, let's wrap things up here. I have nothing against people and their dietary restrictions, although veganism is not a healthy choice for most people in the world. So if you've been rocking it for decades and you're healthy, you're probably one of the minority, but for most people, they just can't sustain off that. If this woman were watching this video, I'd say find a better way of dressing yourself, especially if you're going to be talking with children. That's absolutely disgusting, and engaging with minors just to get people's attention is also terrible. Like, she just doesn't have the self-awareness to to dress appropriately when talking to minors. Like, at least engage with somebody that's around your age. Maybe she chose not to because she thought she would lose the arguments. She thought she could pick on these young people and these young minds who haven't fully developed, but she was wrong. So wrong. Oh. Imagine dating a woman like this. Seriously. either way, I think that's the best thing about dating profiles is if somebody's an animal rights activist, they're probably going to throw that up on their dating profile, and you can avoid it like the frickin' plague. Beans, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.